How's it going, everybody? It's your boy David on everything, and welcome back to the podcast.
Let's go. Episode number 42.
42, baby. We are back. This is our comeback episode because we've been slacking and we've been doing other shit. So we're trying to get back into the swing of it here. We're gonna just be having a cool, fun conversation, and we're gonna see where it goes. And nothing too pressing today to talk about. So let's get into it. I would never live in the UK now. Like, before I already wouldn't. There's no fucking chance I'm living in the UK. But the thing is, that's coming to Canada soon. Because they already have the bill, trying to push the bill through the House, right?
Trudeau's arresting people for talking shit about him.
Yeah. I mean, I can see if they're threats, but it's like, that's the only thing that's the only thing that free speech is supposed to not cover, is threats and violence. Inciting violence. Everything else is just speech. If you don't like it, shut the fuck up. Don't listen to it. You know what I mean? It's so fucking annoying. So people in the UK post something on Facebook and the cops come knocking at your door and arrest you.
Yeah.
And what's the punishment?
Well, it says Online Safety Act unable to punish social media firms, but it's like.
So it's like,
okay. So think if they start punishing, like charging Facebook and Twitter, what are they gonna do? Oh, you guys can't use it in England anymore.
Yeah.
We're not paying it, but we'll ban it for everyone.
Like, dude, that is so scary. That's scary,
it's
bro.
Fucked.
That's so scary. And we obviously here in Canada, we already have the fucking.
Yeah.
You can't even read news on Facebook. It's like crazy times, dude. We really and every day we live here.
It just gets worse.
It just gets worse. Like every week. Oh, what's happening? Oh, it's fucked.
God.
Unbelievable, man. I never thought this type of shit would come down in Canada. Like, I always remember saying, like, no way this would ever. No, we would never allow this to happen in Canada. And it's happening, like, on a large scale and at rapid pace.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
The last country, like, it is, but it's not, is the U.S.
The U.S. is holding on, but by a fucking thread, dude. By a thread. But you know what? They also have, like, a different culture about it.
Yeah.
Right? They're like more like in your face about it. Like, fuck you, don't fuck with our shit. Say. But it's like, it is still happening. And like, they're still taking steps to make sure that the people can't speak there as well. It's just like, they're the last stronghold of like actual expression and speech.
I know. And I called someone, like one of my family members in England.
Yeah.
And I called him. I said, dude, what the fuck's going on with your country?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, well, I haven't seen much. Like, I guess it's only happening in big cities.
Okay.
But he's like, it's not as bad as the U.S.
Dude, it's fucking way worse. What are you talking about, dude?
and then like he's under the mindset that if he goes to the U.S. he's gonna get shot.
I know, that's what they have people brainwashed to think, man.
Fucked. It's like, like maybe Chicago.
Yeah, if you go in the wrong street, sure, I'll give you that. There's areas you just don't go to, and guess what? You can Google it. But if you're on vacation and you're in Florida and you're in Fort Lauderdale, it's insanely safe, dude.
I know.
Or if you know what I mean, you're in New York City and you're just walking around Manhattan, you might get pickpocketed at worst. You're not going to get mugged and assaulted. Stay away from the hood.
Yeah.
It's so simple.
Yeah. Stay away from slums.
Yeah.
It looks like shit. It is.
It is shit. That's right. And like, you can ask anybody that lives in the city, hey, where do I avoid?
Yeah.
Hey, don't go down 8 Mile this way.
Yeah.
Or don't go.
Like,
it's insane that people are like, even when
it's it's like
it's fear mongering.
It's Europe. They're all brainwashed thinking that the USA is a big bad place.
I know.
Like, it's
you know what's one thing I always see Europeans commenting about, even in it doesn't really apply. It does apply to Canada, but they don't mention us. Is the transit, and they think because they have these tiny countries that with trains everywhere, they're like, America could never. America's 40 of your country. With massive cities all scattered across the land. Yeah. They're not going to build like these insane train systems just for some slight. It would be $1 trillion proposition. They don't understand how sparsely populated us and the United States are. And they think we can just have these rapid train. Like,
well, I think the U.S. is way better built for people. Like, our population's in Southern Ontario.
It's all condensed, which is a problem now.
Which is a problem. Like, but they have big cities everywhere.
They have them all across the country.
Yeah, and highways to connect them all. Like,
sure,
it's not as like, obviously it's bad in like huge metropolitan
Sure.
places, but like here, it seems like when you move to Canada, you move to Ontario.
It's it, man. It's it. And
But the U.S., you can go anywhere. Like
this is kind of how it works. If you move to Canada from outside of Canada, you move to Ontario. You move here.
yeah,
If you're in Canada and you're living in Ontario, you move to, you move somewhere else. You move to BC. You know,
Yeah.
like to, you know, it's like this weird. It's like everyone's just, yeah, it's fucking. But yeah, I mean, they try to compare it to China all the time. The China's transit system. There's way more people, and even though China's big, they have these huge million-person cities. That makes sense to connect
what's
them.
bigger, China or the U.S.?
Landmass wise, United States, I think, but China's population is
But
more
they're
than twice.
including Alaska, like
I want to.
continental U.S. or China.
I still want to say continental U.S. is
Yeah.
bigger. I think. I don't quote me on that, but like they also have like all these cities are very close together, and there's a lot of million-person cities in China.
Yeah.
Right? Like way more. Like there's an insane amount of them. So it makes sense to do that. And they're all condensed to certain areas. So sure.
Yeah, it's the people in Europe. They're just like they're fucked.
Like you don't even have air conditioning, so fucking get the fuck out,
Yeah,
you
like,
know?
you still no, but it's you don't have a border. You can just go wherever you want. Like
There was like there was a I just like could never live in Europe. I like
I
Europe.
used to thought it would be a cool place to live, and it'd be just because there's a lot of history and it's old.
Sure,
and
it is beautiful.
and it's just the architecture and stuff. But no, like there's a reason why Europe has been in like global wars and been fucking destroyed because they're not learning, they're not building any walls, you know, they're just letting themselves, oh, come on in. There's
They
a
got it-
reason why
they
it's
got it
been
bad.
burned down so many times.
It's so accessible too.
I know.
Well, just like even proximity. Like we're lucky we're isolated. Canada's like the most isolated like country as in far as like we have one border.
Yeah.
And like they're not even trying to come here.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
So it's like no one's trying to come
no
here.
one's coming through the top.
We're just letting them in on airplanes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like we are lucky, but it's like it's not helping us either because we're still getting like 1 trillion people coming into the country.
Yeah.
So it's like, but we're just allowing, like we're letting them in. So
Same as the U.S. They only have one border problem.
yeah, but theirs is like Mexico is so accessible to the rest of the world, so everyone's just coming into Mexico.
Like imagine, you know, the one border in Canada where it's like half a street.
Yeah.
Like imagine that was on Mexico.
Oh, dude, flood. It would be a flood.
But what's crazy there, they don't even patrol it. They're like, oh,
Oh well, yeah.
hey neighbor, you know.
Oh, exactly. Oh,
Like,
what's happening over
And
there?
you can walk across the street and they won't arrest you. They'll just be like, oh,
Like darn you.
yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah. You know what though? Like I give it to Europe. They are like really starting to push back now. Like a lot of Europe is pushing back between the farmers and the immigration policy and the carbon tax. And
Oh, I actually saw something in Waterloo region. Apparently, they're taking farmers' land away.
oh,
They
to
just-
build something.
to build an EV plant, and they destroyed like 2 million like tons of corn or something crazy because it's I forget what the word is, but it's when the government offers you money
Yeah,
for
it's
your land,
yeah,
and you either take it, but if you don't, they're
Yeah.
taking it anyway.
it's called God damn it. Kitchener did a ton of it during the Ion, right?
Yeah.
They yeah, you have no choice. They give you like I think they after you like 10% over market kind of thing, but that's it. So it's like, especially it was bad at that during a lot of the time where the housing was insanely expensive. So you could sell your house for like 50% over market, but the city was trying to acquire properties and they only offer you the minimum.
Yeah.
So they're fucking people over.
Yeah, that's fucked.
I
Especially
forget what
to
that's
do-
called now.
Especially to do an EV thing. Like,
And they're gonna build that plant, and in 10 years, it's gonna be empty. Cause who knows what this EV shit? It's already starting to fail. Like we're not hitting targets. There's nobody selling cars except for
no one
Tesla.
wants to buy 'em.
Nobody wants to buy them. I actually saw a Cadillac EV the other day, and I'm like, it looked sick.
You know what I've seen actually? 2 Cybertrucks.
Have you seen Where in Toronto?
I saw, no. I saw it on the highway.
In
The
in-
QEW.
Oh, okay. Damn,
I think they were coming from Buffalo or something.
crazy. I've never
But
seen a Cybertruck in person.
I was like, oh my god, there's one, and I saw another one, and then I'm like, fuck, like they're tanks. They're
yeah,
huge.
yeah. That's sick, dude. I would love to see a Cybertruck.
They're nuts. Like they're just giant.
Yeah, nobody's getting on board with that bullshit, man. It's like, even GM and them are like, it's not really working.
No, it got pushed. Yeah, they were supposed to redo the whole GM thing. Now it's like 3 years because
They're not selling.
No one wants them.
Nobody they look dumb. Most of the EVs looks really lame. They need to work on it like a lot. And people just don't want it. They're like, oh, this doesn't, and it doesn't work as good in Canada.
And like, yeah, you can travel long distance, but like, seriously, 20 minutes? Like, that's the fastest charge thing?
And that's like the best case scenario.
Who the fuck wants to wait 20 minutes?
And yeah, you like, especially people don't have patience anymore.
No.
So it's like, yeah, nobody wants to.
Especially on a long drive. Like, so, because also if you do with like transport trucks, they have a drive time. So is that included? Like, how does that work?
Oh, like for the logs?
And they only make money when they're driving.
Yeah.
And now they have to wait an hour at a fucking, you know?
Yeah, and like you have to stop at Walmart.
Yeah.
And park in a Walmart or something. Like,
what are you gonna do? Take a nap? Like,
yeah, just hang out in the car.
Fuck?
I mean, like, it sounds silly that we're saying that, but it's like, if a gas car, it takes me 5 minutes.
I know.
I go to any gas station, there's thousands of them.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I have no ambition to buy an electric vehicle anytime soon. At all.
It's like they're like, what are they gonna do with all this oil once it's just gonna be in abundance?
I don't know. Well, China needs it. They're not going anywhere. And they need coal, right? They need all kinds of coal.
Well, it's also they make the cars out of plastic.
Yeah.
How's plastic made? Oil. So it's like,
you always need oil. Like, I don't care what anyone says. You need oil forever.
yeah.
What's the alternative? Like, everything is made. Like, this is all look at all the oil on the table.
I know.
Right? And like, not just the stuff it's made out of, but the production to make this. You know what I mean? Like transportation, all these things. Like, I know they're trying to replace transportation, but I think it's just a losing battle.
If the whole thing, if you really want to be green, let's go back to horses.
Horses, man. No, because they say the horses' farts are killing the CO. Whatever. Cows, but if you got thousands of horses back on the road, it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're going back to horse and buggy, just like the fucking Mennonites.
I mean, what are the bylaws with horses? Because one time I saw a guy just riding a horse down here.
Maybe you can just do what you want.
You can do it with a horse. Like, they can't stop you from having a horse, right? You just have to clean up the shit.
Yeah, I guess.
Have the diaper, right?
Except, the police that have horses, they don't clean it up.
No. I don't think they do.
They just shit everywhere.
They just take shits and they're gone. That's a waste of taxpayers' money, is those horses.
I know. Them on horses, like, what are you guys doing?
Such a waste of money. I hate that shit.
Like, bikes, I get it.
Sure.
No, but, like, the fact that you have these people on horses to do what? To take pictures?
It's just a commute. It's just, that's what it is. It's just like, oh, look at the horses.
Yeah. Like,
cool. What are we paying to feed these horses? Maintain the horses?
Criminal, what, you're going to charge them with the horse? Like,
they're not going to do anything if they call a cruiser. Yeah. You have to call a cruiser if you see a crime. Like, what are you going to do? Get off the horse and chase this guy on a horse and then you get hit by a car?
Can you sick the horse on the guy and have him bite him?
You can't do shit.
You
can't do shit. It's a waste of time. And it always, you know what? We don't have money to be throwing around right now, you know? I don't know. I'm sure you read the numbers about the taxes in Canada. People are paying more in taxes than they are for food, shelter, and clothing. And people's 43.5% of your income, like your dollars, are going to taxes now. And it's like 35% of your money is going to living.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
It's crazy. The schools are over encumbered because there's so many people, so many kids coming in. The hospitals can't keep up. Like, the infrastructure is so maxed out.
But what's interesting is that our, like, Canadians reproducing, that number's gone down.
It's down. I know. Well, because people are like, dude, it's like, it looks hopeless.
Like, but so if that number's going down, yet there's still, so it's all because of immigration.
Sure.
People aren't having kids here that are Canadians.
No.
It's because of immigration.
People are just like, what the fuck's the point? Like, Canadians are like, what's the point? Why would I bring kids into this country or this you know what I mean? Like, why would I have kids?
Yeah.
Which, it sucks. That really sucks because, like, eventually just, like, the idea of Canadians don't really exist. Farther enough out, if nothing happens, like, all right, what is Canada anymore? It's just a country full of people.
Yeah.
And there's no, like, identity or culture anymore.
No patriotism.
Yeah, like, Canada does have defining things. It's like, yeah, you're Canadian. Like, that's what Canadians do. That's how Canadians are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now it's just like, Canada's just like
I don't know. Like
I couldn't even tell you.
We like our flag should just be changed to every flag, like
Just
beside
combined.
each other.
Yeah, I know.
There's our flag.
Right. Well, right. Like on the front of an atlas, you know?
Yeah. This is our country. We're half Canadian, 3/4 Jamaican, 4/8 of an inch of a Cuban. Like that's
just,
who you are. And then you're 3/5, 2/16 of fucking like I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
and you know what? I hate. It just sucks that we even have to have this sentiment like fuck immigration and stuff. It's gotten so out of hand.
Yeah.
Because it used to be cool. Like Canada did have this like, oh, you could meet all kinds of different people in Canada, but it's not. There's no diversity left because they're letting in couple types of people.
Yeah.
There's like diversity is our strength. We'll let other people from other countries in, not just two countries.
But it isn't a strength.
I agree, but I'm saying like that's their slogan, right?
Because if it like that's like retarded. Because if so you're saying it's like okay, so if the prisons are diverse, but which they are, are they all working together?
No, it's the opposite, right?
They're picking their side.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's that's not just a prison thing. That happens with everything. Yeah. All the Portuguese people are here.
Yeah, they all stick together right here.
You know? And it's like, how... So, let's say there's a conflict. No, you're going to back up the Portuguese. Like, you can't. It's like, I say, lose the dual citizen thing altogether. You come here, you're Canadian.
And you're Canadian.
There's none of this hyphenated shit.
Yeah. Because they take advantage of the system, right?
Yeah.
And you can just go back, take all your money and go.
And then also, like, just... so, not even talking about, like, Canadian, but, like, you go on these government forums, are you a visible minority?
Yeah.
And, like, the fact that that's even a thing.
Yeah. And it's funny is that's almost counter of what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Because it's, like, visible minority. Well, who's the majority? Who are Canadians? It's like...
It's like you're trying to... First off, you're trying to promote that there is still a racism.
Sure. Yes, exactly. Yes.
But at the same time, you're being racist to white people.
Yeah. It's like
you're a visible minority? Discount.
Yeah.
Like what?
It's a bizarre thing, man. It's like such a clown way of thinking.
Man, ever since Barack Obama got elected, there was racism again. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It was going good, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You watch these old Vietnam War movies. You got white people, you got black people, they're fighting, right? They're all unified.
No, nobody thought like this.
No. And then, you know, 9/11 happened and they were all together. They all went to Iraq for whatever you can say inside job, but people were unified to fight for America.
Yeah.
And there was none of this. Well, they were racist against, you know, Middle Eastern people, but the country itself, there was no racism in the country.
Yeah.
Then Barack gets elected. Oh, now cops are shooting blacks and all this stuff. And it's like, it just like spawned. Just same as, and I will say it, the fucking pineapple bullshit on pizza. Dude, everyone was eating Hawaiian. Hawaiian was a thing. Internet comes along. Oh, now it's a sin to eat fucking pineapple on pizza. Where did that come from?
It's the Nickelback theory, right?
Yeah.
Nickelback was the most popular band in the world until an internet meme.
Yeah.
And then they got shit on for 10 years.
It's like, it's so stupid.
And then people are like, why were we mad at them, Nickelback?
Like...
Why did we care again? It's just pineapple on pizza. Right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, right? Like, why did we care
about
this?
It wasn't a problem.
Wait, did we all hate that before? Why did we hate that again?
It's like, Mandela effect. Like, we all used to like it without, like,
Yeah, it's like, it's just weird, man. The internet's weird and the media's weird. And they really do propagate, like, they make things seem, it's fear-mongering. They do really make problems seem bigger than they are. And they really do divide people. And it's so unfortunate. Because, like, I remember in high school, like, I never thought about racism.
No.
And, like, I went to St. Mary's where they had the ESL program, right? Mm-hmm. All kinds of... Everyone went there from everywhere. And I never thought about any of that.
No.
And now I'm like... They are now. In high school, there's, like, this weird thing where it's like, we got to boost up all these other people need boosted up. It's like, no, we all got along perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Everyone was cool. I had friends of every kind of religion and race and... cultural back, it didn't matter. No. You were just like, oh, these are my friends.
And like, and I remember, oh, this guy's a dick, but this guy is a dick not because of his skin color. He's just a piece of shit.
Yeah, we all hate that guy. We all agree that guy sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't have anything to how he looked.
Yeah.
His character was shitty, so fuck that guy.
It's bizarre, man.
And that's what it. You base your opinion on that.
Content of someone's character, and they're like that's what I always said. It's weird that people are so like proud of their like sexuality or gender or whatever. It's because like, or their race. It's like I want people to know me as a good guy that works hard, that accomplished this, that did this, that's cool with his, good with his friends, and he takes care of his, all, things you've done.
Yeah.
Not just because I'm like white.
Yeah.
Which is the opposite right now, but it's like
no, it's DEI.
DEI is so bad, and it's like affirmative action, DEI just so bad, like it's the worst thing they did.
It's the worst.
Like I don't understand like how anyone can sit back.
And here's the other thing too, and because I hear a lot about it at work, but like it's not a lot of Canadians, but there's some Canadians that are like, yeah, our military's great, and I fucking hate hearing this because Trudeau literally destroyed the Canadian military. What was left of it?
Yeah. It wasn't much to get rid of.
And
it's like
he totally obliterated it and just wiped it off the face of the earth. Like, it is so broken and shit.
Yeah.
And no, I am not proud of it. It's a joke. And then you got these idiots that are like, what rights and freedoms do you think you're defending? There's none left.
They're gone, brother.
There's none left. Like, it's time to make your own goddamn military and let the people take back the country.
Yeah.
And it's only, you're only, what is it? What did they say? What's it called when you turn against your
treason?
Treason. Yeah, it's only treason if you lose. All the rights are gone.
Yep.
What are you defending? You can't say, talk, walk down the street. If you're white, you're fucking not right. You get fined out the ass.
Yep.
But if you're a person of color, you get discounts and a free house, free car, free this.
Yep.
All on the white person's dime.
Yeah.
It's.
You know what actually gets shafted a lot too is like Asians. Asians get shafted. Not.
You know what's crazy?
Like
Asians.
Like East Asians.
So like Chinese.
Chinese, Japanese.
But they're
Korean.
like racist with each other.
Oh yeah.
The Chinese hate the Vietnamese.
And they're so racist. If you go, if you say America's racist, like come to America, you can. No one's gonna be. Go as a black man. Go to China, or go to Japan. Go to Japan actually, and see how. Yes, people are gonna react like you're a spectacle at first, but they don't. They're not like, wow, this is so cool. They're just like, oh, a tall black man, but they're not. They don't want ethnic people in Japan.
No.
They don't want immigrants in Japan, right?
No. And but so like Japan hate Chinese people.
Yeah.
Chinese people hate Japanese people.
Yeah.
And then
the Koreans hate the Japanese.
And then the Philippines, Vietnamese, Thai.
Yeah.
They're all like garbage to Japanese and Chinese.
Yeah. Like second class.
Like they hate the Chinese because of their way of thinking, but they think those Asian little island countries,
the southeast,
they're like just like catfish.
Yeah. I know.
Bottom feeders. Like they hate them, and it's crazy to see because, like when you talk to them, they're like, "Oh no, we wouldn't get along." Like they all hate each other, which is just it's fucked.
Yep, I know, it's wild, man. It's like, but somehow like all the heat is placed on like the West.
Yeah, it's the West's fault.
Everything is the West's fault now, and it's like, okay, well, we had a pretty good thing here just a few years ago. We had a good thing going here. I don't know why it was so bad.
Yeah.
It's like how we were living is so bad. But like people wanted to come here.
Yeah.
You know how many people dream of coming to Canada 5 years ago? Like this was the dream, like come to Canada. We got this, and our beautiful. Now it's like, ooh, Canada? Ooh, I'm not going to Canada. It's like, oh, I live in Canada? Oh, how do I get out of Canada?
No, but it's like that's why all those jokes have been like, oh, Canada, like, and then I saw Deadpool 3, but Ryan Reynolds, it wasn't just for this movie, but through his career, he was like, hey, don't disrespect Canada.
Yeah,
everyone thinks it's a joke.
Yeah, like how he defends it, but everyone deep down thinks it's a joke.
Because it
is.
It's become such a wreck of a place, man. It's so crazy how such an awesome place went degraded so quickly. So quickly, less than a decade. Nobody even like, Canadians are like, this is how Canadians are now. Like, getting kicked. Everyone's just so like broken down, and the morale is so low. It's so sad to see. It's so sad to see. You know, in 2010, he was like, "Yeah, we live in Canada. It's
The
so
Olympics,
beautiful."
Vancouver,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah,
That was 2010.
right?
Now,
Oh man, hello, dude.
I hate my life.
You know, I had to buy. I can't afford to do nothing anymore. You know, we can't even leave the country.
I just spent $60 to fill up my car. I only got a quarter.
Yeah, I can drive down. I can drive down the block. Thank God, I can drive down the block. Oh man, it's such a depressing spot to be now.
I know.
Unfortunately, this is a depressing place to be, man.
Fucking
And I could just. Oh,
I'm hopeful though.
I'm
still getting these. I got some today.
You can save the country if you win the lottery, brother. It's at like 70 million, no? The lottery?
The max,
Lot
but
of- And then how many $1 million prizes? A lot of them. Quite a few.
40.
That's a
That's the
lot.
gold ball.
Oh, that's not what you're playing? What are
No,
you playing? Lotto?
that's 649.
Oh, okay.
I'm
That-
playing.
Lotto Max?
I'm playing Ontario and Ontario
Oh.
49 and 649.
Oh,
I don't get the
damn,
max.
you got the full. Would you? Have you checked those?
No, I just bought them today.
Oh, okay. So that'll be next week then.
Yeah, or one of them's today.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, right?
So Saturday's the 649.
Okay. Fuck, I never play, man. My dad still plays forever.
They're $1.
That's
Like,
cheap.
well, the Ontario ones are $1, and they're better odds.
$1 and maybe you win 70 million, or you split it 35. Either way, you can get a good prize for $1.
No, like the Ontario ones is, I think the grand prize is $2 million.
So what's that? 2 million?
The one ticket is, yeah. The other one is like 437,000 right now.
Dude, 2 million.
But
That's
like
still sick
I
money.
buy those because the max is like across Canada.
And the odds are better, right?
Yeah.
Like, dude, $300,000 is like life-changing money.
Well, like it used to be.
It's less and less. Like, yeah, 10 years ago, you'd be like, I can retire for.
Dude, that gets us one of the fucking condos we're doing.
Yeah,
Not even.
Not even half of one. Half of the worst made condos ever.
Oh my god.
Dude, but still, 300,000 would like dramatically change your life. Because you know what, if you didn't spend it, you kept working and you just invested it, you could make a good amount of money. You could do a lot with 300 grand, like at your age and in your life. Like you wouldn't be stressing about money.
Yeah.
If your car broke down, you wouldn't cry.
No.
Right?
No.
Right now, if your car breaks down, you're like, I'm so fucked. I'm
Yeah.
so fucked.
Yeah.
And you don't make bad money by any means, but that's just the testimony to the times, right?
I know. If I was making this 10 years ago, I'd be chilling.
That's what my dad said. He's like, with the amount of money you make in the 80s, you'd have 2 houses and they wouldn't be this, right?
I know.
They wouldn't be this place,
You'd
you know?
be fucking chilling.
Dude, even like we walk around here and we look at houses like, oh, what's that on my street? My street sucks, right?
Yeah.
We can all agree my street sucks.
Yeah.
That place down there, $699, $700. One over here, $900.
This
is the worst neighborhood.
This would be
5 something, 500. This one here, there's a townhouse over here. A townhouse, smaller yard.
Yeah.
That's obviously a little bigger and it's better layout than my place. 600 for a shitty townhouse on this street over there is awful. Across from the mechanic shop, 600,000. So I'm like, in like 2-3 years, if I want to buy a bigger house, can I? Or are we just destined to live in this shithole forever?
Yeah.
I mean, at least I have a shithole.
Just buy a trailer.
I've thought about it for 2 years, but
Why not? Think
I know.
about it.
Think about it a lot. I would rent this place out for like, but you know what the plus side is? Since the rental market's so high, I could gouge someone with this place. I could just rinse a young couple to live here. Like $2,500 or something, right? Some ridiculous amount of money. And I guarantee you someone would do it.
Yeah. Well, you'd probably get a huge family in here.
Yeah. Imagine a family living in here.
Yeah, it'd be.
Oh my God. It would be like, this is like maybe you have one baby or something. Even then, look at the second bedroom. It's tiny.
Well, there's upstairs as well.
The upstairs, yeah, terribly air conditioned.
You can
like,
make it. You can put a family in here, man.
yeah. Eventually, I am gonna probably move my bedroom up there.
You are?
Yeah. Not now though.
Why?
Like, why would I move it up there?
Yeah.
Just because I've always wanted to have my bedroom up there, but I've just never really had the ambition to make it happen. Like, it's renovated, right? I renovated it for a reason. I didn't renovate it with the rest of the house. I renovated it like a year later, separately,
Yeah.
because I'm like, oh, this could be my bedroom, and it's nice up there, but the air conditioning is garbage. I'd have to. I don't know. It's just sick up there. It's cool, and then it leaves more. This bedroom could be like my office.
Can't you run a line to pump cold air in it?
I could. There's two 3-inch heat runs that go up there, and they're just like, they don't produce fuck all. But
heat?
for heat and cool.
So what do you need to do?
I think you would need to run like maybe some like 4-inch or 6-inch pipe, something with like, I don't know,
What like a pump?
like an air.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I honestly would just get a window unit.
True.
Like, what does it
Yeah.
cost, right? A couple bucks to get a window
But
unit.
then what? A space heater in the winter?
It's not too bad up there in the winter for heat.
Hot air rises.
Because exactly, yeah. That's another thing. Like, yeah, all the hot air is going up there and it's poorly insulated. I don't know what's under there's no insulation in the roof probably, right?
No.
I haven't opened the roof. And I don't want
Is
to.
there like an attic hatch that you can?
No, there's not.
True.
There's not. And it's just poorly. This whole house is poorly insulated, right?
Well, it's old.
It's very old. It's very old. So, but yeah, that's the market. Like, I'm not like this is an amazing option for 2024
Dude, your clocks are fucked. First off,
because I never set them.
I went to look at the time.
I know.
The fuck
Yo,
is the time?
Something. So I used to have a gas stove here. I ran the power for this stove, right? 220. And I don't know what I did, but this thing just like trips the breaker randomly, and that's why the clocks are always not set. It'll just go.
Why'd you get rid of the gas stove?
It was pricier for me to buy a new gas stove, like the actual appliance. I didn't think there was much benefit to it, though. The old appliances here completely fucked.
Really?
This thing was like from the 50s, the appliances I had, right?
Yeah.
And so I would have had to get more for a gas range, and I didn't really see the benefit to having. They're like, oh, it heats up quicker. How much quicker? Like, how fast do I have to boil water?
Honestly, I don't think it does.
That's what people say. I mean,
Because like, I've used an electric kettle and that thing heats up pretty quick.
yeah, I just use a microwave to heat
Boil
up
water on the fucking stove. I don't know how. Fucking takes forever.
I know it does. It is slow, and I didn't think it was quicker because I had to use the gas stove for the first.
It's
6
good if
months.
the power goes out.
That's true. That's
That's
true.
it.
But they could also cut my gas off.
Yeah.
And like that, and in the United States, remember they were trying to ban gas ranges.
No.
Biden,
Did he?
about a year and a half, 2 years ago, they were trying to ban gas ranges because of toxic fumes. But we've been cooking with this shit for a long time.
Yeah, I know.
And no one's dead. Yeah, but what about the long term? Shut the fuck up. This is just some kind of weird ploy, fear mongering ploy they're doing.
Yeah.
That was one of Biden's, like, I think maybe when Biden was like a year or two in, that's like banning gas ranges in houses. Shut the fuck up. Let people decide if they want to breathe in the gas. Who cares?
Yeah.
And most people have range fans now, right? The range hood.
Yeah.
So if there's fumes, suck them up and shoot them out the house.
Yeah,
I don't know what to tell you.
It's stupid.
That was on the dumbest things that they. It's gone now. Have you heard about it? You didn't even hear about it. So,
No.
yeah, it's some dumb shit, man. But yeah, we've been. You guys been putting out content. Obviously, you're back on. I see you guys are back on it like full time again. We had we both like. I've been sick for a month. 1 fucking month I've been sick, bro.
That's bullshit.
And I'm good now.
You're doing drugs or something.
Dude, I'm not doing drugs,
constantly
bro.
sick?
Dude, how can someone be sick for a month? I don't know, but I did it. And I'm mostly good. I'm 98% good now. But you guys were also had a lot of shit on the go. And then Roan, he's been busy, man. So we're trying to get back into the full swing again now. And that's why we're here today. Even if like this is not a very specific episode, but it's just a good get back into it episode.
Yeah.
And I scrapped the one episode, the
yeah.
last episode.
Just got rid of it.
It was hard to watch. Like, shout out to Glam and Grit, but we did a bad job. I won't put it out. I try, I'm editing it, and I'm like, oh, like just trying to get edited. I'm gonna use some of it for clips,
Yeah.
but we can't put that out. It was just
Oh,
so
you
bad.
didn't even do the intro.
I know. I was figuring we'd do the intro. We'll do an intro at the end. But yeah, I don't know, man.
By the way, you have to watch the new Deadpool movie because there's a scene, and it's they're the two of them are walking and Iris is playing.
Oh, nice. Google
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah, they're walking through it, and I was like, oh, there it is.
That's the theme. That's the one that YouTube is partially blocking my episodes now.
Yeah.
Yo, you saw the CEO of YouTube died? She lost her battle to cancer. Like the one that
No.
ruined YouTube.
No.
She just died. She's 56. She had cancer.
Really?
And in the comments, like, good riddance. Like, fuck you. You ruined YouTube. You ruined the internet. Because
since this is going on YouTube, I'm sorry for your loss.
yeah, that's right. Our
Rest
condolences
well.
to your family. She's the one that ruined YouTube. Got rid of the dislike button.
It's
Right?
still there.
Nope.
Yeah,
Check it out. She's the one that did the ads, all the DEI ads and all that shit with the ads and shit.
Connect to your stupid internet again.
Like she's the one that really brought in the adpocalypse and all these other things, right? She destroyed YouTube. The constant banning of accounts, that was all her.
True.
She's the one that really spoiled YouTube. And she's just lucky that YouTube's such a big platform.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have burned.
Yeah.
Right? She's awful. And hopefully the next regime that takes over is like more sense, has more sense. Because your platform is not the only platform anymore. So you really need to do some shit.
Yeah.
I've been watching the Vitaly. I was on that all night.
You see the Mr. Beast shit going on?
I've been watching that like crazy too, man. Fucked up.
I know.
That's crazy, man. Like I
see
just
his girlfriend.
yeah, she said nothing.
Yeah, she didn't say anything. She's just trying to like.
Yeah, clout chasing.
Yeah.
Man. But like, you watch the dog pack? He put out 2 videos
No,
now.
I didn't see that.
So he basically exposed faking videos. He had the Amazon Prime deal, Mr. Beast.
Okay.
Like he's on Prime. He did a big episode, like 100, big number of people. People were starving. They weren't allowed to get their medications. Like if you're diabetic, they weren't giving you insulin. Like shit like that, right?
Really?
The kid.
So all those like surviving.
A lot of them were fake, bro. The one guy, the one dude, and he was keeping it within the family. So he had one guy that won like a bunch of challenges, and he won a car. Like he was winning the cars, and he was winning right. And it was like sketchy shit.
Yeah.
And then what I never really thought about, because I never seen him live stream Mr. Beast. He was doing like the most like sketchy lottery things on the live stream, like illegal lotteries.
Yeah.
I've never seen him live stream, but he was basically like, buy a shirt and we'll throw $100 in the thing, right?
Yeah.
Buy shirts. No, you know what I mean? Like getting kids to gamble on this shit, getting kids to buy this merch, and like with the promise of like, you can win a prize, but the prizes weren't, and they were faking signatures. Oh, we're all signed by Mr. Beast himself, but they're just none of the signatures matched up, and you could see his boys signing them on the table on the live stream, just like, you know what I mean? And then the Mr. Beast bars, the Feastables.
Yeah.
That was a giant like lottery scam thing he had going, like a golden ticket situation.
Okay.
No purchase. It's supposed to be no purchase necessary, but good luck finding that policy. Like so, any kind of like company does something like that, right? They have to have a no purchase necessary in it as well, so you can do a little math testing game or something. You don't have to buy the chocolate bar, right?
Okay.
They can't make you win the prize by purchasing something. There has to be an
Why?
alternative. That's how the lottery. Otherwise, it's like an illegal lottery.
How though?
So
So the whole Willy Wonka thing is illegal.
Yes, yeah, it's illegal. That's illegal if Willy Wonka was real. But that's what Mr. Beast was doing, right? And
But why?
it's just how it works. Like you can't entice people to buy. You can't basically like give away prizes with the only option being a purchase. It says no purchase necessary. You watch a cereal commercial and it's like, no purchase necessary. There has to be an option of like a skill test, or you cut off, whatever. There's like, you have to have an alternative.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I just watched the whole thing about it. But to get to the no purchase necessary was like an impossible task. To get to the point where you like, where is it? Where's the no purchase necessary? What else can I do? He was like paying kids to like reorganize the chocolate bars on the shelves. So you tweet out like, if you go to Walmart and reorganize the Feastables chocolate bars to make them nice, you could win $100. And then like, who's getting them? Are they ever giving out the $100?
Yeah.
Is anyone ever getting paid?
That's what I thought about with I guess because if we were talking about the Lotto Max.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking for a long time, I was like, who's winning this shit?
Yeah.
Because it was always like Quebec.
Sure.
It was never here or anywhere I knew. It was always just somewhere not in Ontario. And like, I also thought if I won, I wouldn't want my fucking picture in a video of me.
No.
But I guess the whole idea was they do that to prove that people are winning.
Yeah.
But like,
you can wear a mask, sunglasses.
yeah, I probably would.
You can. I seen the guy wore a screen mask.
But you have to give your real name.
Yes. But I think it's just your first name and last initial
Like, oh yeah.
in the paper printed. You can argue it, I think. Because it's like it is a private. It's like teetering this line of like privacy, but
Well,
also
next thing I'm surprised you haven't seen any of these people get robbed.
that's the thing. Like, imagine your full name and face are in the newspaper, and you got 20 million.
And the city
yeah,
you're
yeah,
from, and
yeah.
then next thing you know, oh, we were robbed. Like they took everything.
And you can argue that. I think
Yeah.
you can definitely argue that, right? It's like I would wear like a fake mustache and
There's something. I don't want you to
Hat.
fucking know.
No, hell no. And then I would just like pretend that I earned it by my own hard sweat. How'd you do it? Well, let me tell you, I worked 80 hours a week, and I'd never tell how much money I actually had. It'd be like a full like, wonder what he's got, you know.
Well, it's, you know, as much as I hate cancel culture, it's interesting now. Mr. Beast has fallen, which means it's a vacuum, and someone needs to come.
Someone's got to fill the spot,
and
man.
take that, because that was the last one. There hasn't been really any other like global dominance.
No,
I like what KSI and Logan Paul did.
they're big. They're still big.
But they just said fuck YouTube and start doing Prime. Like, it's a way better move.
They're scammers though too. Those guys are also scammers.
They're scammers, but I'll tell you, like, at least you get a drink out of it.
Yeah, like the worst drink ever. Like they taste good, but it's like the most polluted drink you can buy.
Yeah, and like whatever, like they're doing well with it.
They're doing really well with it. Yeah,
But and it's like they're advertising on like the Super Bowl and UFC. So
I don't even think this is gonna sink Mr. Beast, because Logan Paul has every 2 weeks has a scandal of him doing some bullshit, and he's still so popular. It's not even budged. He's so popular.
But what's gonna sink him is the fucking kid shit.
Oh, Mr. Beast, yeah,
You can scam old ladies.
that's true. That's
You
fine.
can
No
do
one
whatever
cares.
you want. As soon as that comes out, you're fucked.
And there's a lot like Mr. Beast. It's so obvious that he knew, and
he was protecting him.
He was protecting him because, like, imagine if you don't. He comes out and he's like, you know what they were doing? This is funny. They were doing these big, 100 versus 100 challenges or whatever.
Yeah, like
And
Squid Game.
Yeah, things were fucked. Like, people were not, the conditions were fucked, and they were leaving the lights on 24/7. So you had to sleep with the lights on, which is actually in the Geneva Convention. If this is war, that's a war crime.
Why?
Because you can't. It's torture. You have to allow people to sleep.
So the people that choose to live in up north where it's like 30 days of light. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you got a house, I hope. You can close the blinds. The guys are just like awake for days, right?
I guess, yeah.
Right? So good.
Sleep mask.
Right?
I don't know.
But what they were doing was on their way out, if you got eliminated, they were saying, hey, can you sign this NDA? We'll pay you $1,000. But you can't talk about anything you experienced here. So people were signing the NDA, $1,000, right? They don't think anything's ever going to come of it, right? So they sign the NDA and they get $1,000. So you get eliminated. At least you got $1,000, right? But that just tells you what they knew, that things were not up to par.
So what is the limitations of signing an NDA?
I think basically whatever's in that NDA you signed, you can't.
Okay, so let's say I murder someone. Sign this NDA, you can't tell anyone. Like, does it
I
go
don't
against
know.
like if you're threatening someone's life?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, you might have a point. Like criminal activity
Yeah,
doesn't.
like-
I don't think that's I think you can disclose that. Like a murder. If you found out someone murdered, they would be like, you would assume that they signed it under duress. Like, I didn't want to, but he's a murderer.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I don't
where
think
does
crimes
that
are protected by. I don't think.
because like it's
I
like
don't know.
the confidentiality between patient and doctor.
Yeah.
If you threaten someone's life, he can't tell anyone except the person you threatened.
Yeah, they have that oath, right?
You can. I can't tell anyone outside of this, but if you threaten that you're going to hurt someone, I am allowed or legally obligated to tell that person of your threat.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. That's
So
a
I
weird
wonder
one, too.
where, like, I don't know. So it's like, how many NDAs have people signed watching this guy assault children?
Exactly. Yeah. No, for real. Yeah. People, and the staff knew, but people were afraid of. This is here's the thing. People they want to make careers on YouTube themselves, so they're being selfish in the fact they're being cowards. It's like, if you see some fucked up shit happening with kids, I don't care about your future. You have an obligation. Like, you need to tell the cops.
Yeah.
But they were all like, "Oh, I was afraid to lose my job." It's a fucking job, bro. Go work somewhere else.
Yeah. Why do you want to support this?
Anyone that stayed there and knew that was happening, just as bad as Mr. Beast.
No, yeah.
If you knew it was happening, it's like we talked about the Epstein thing. The people that worked on his island knew that they were
The cleaners and
shit. The landscapers.
I don't know, man. It's just every scandal now is about pedophiles.
It's all,
It's
dude.
fucked.
It all comes out, man, and it's more prevalent than ever, man. It's so scary, dude. And like he was like, so I don't know if you saw the picture of Mr. Beast. They had an apartment, right, a few years back.
Yeah.
There was a picture where, I don't know how much you know about this, but the Chris guy, he was in forums like talking about minors and creeping on, saying really inappropriate things about minors and Snapchatting minors, playing Fortnite with minors, and like who knows what else, right? It goes deeper, obviously. But he also had this artist make a, because it's not illegal to have images of children if they're animated, like if they're drawn. It's not illegal. You can draw a naked child, and it's not illegal.
Weird.
It's very, very weird and disgusting.
Yeah.
So disgusting. But there was one artist on Twitter, and he would do that. And Mr. Beast and Chris like followed him and tweeted with him. And this guy drew Chris a poster. I haven't seen it itself because it's always blurred in the images, but it's a picture of a young girl with explicit something, I don't know. And there's a picture with that on the wall at their apartment, and Mr. Beast is sitting right there. And the poster's right here. So he fucking sees the poster every day he's there.
Yeah.
It's somebody's apartment, like his or Chris's apartment. There's a picture of a very inappropriate picture of a drawn young kid. You can't get out of that. That's fucking disgusting. And you know about it.
Yeah.
And it's not the only child predator they had working on there. They had another guy. There was another guy who was a convicted child predator. And he worked there, and he's on episodes. They showed him. And a lot of them he's wearing a mask. It's no coincidence, right? It's like weird now in retrospect. Oh, why is that guy always got a ski mask on? Like what's going on there? Why even put your business in jeopardy like that?
To be honest, like people that, I mean, it's not everyone that makes their business based on child viewers.
Yeah,
is usually
something going on.
Something's in it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like everything.
I agree.
Like making toys, Hasbro. I wouldn't be surprised.
There's some weirdos in there, or there was when they started it.
Yeah, like it's always. I feel like the best people to be put in charge of kids are people that hate kids.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. It's
like shut the fuck up.
At least they're not gonna touch them, Yeah, all right, disgusted by these kids. Go eat your lunch.
Go eat your lunch. Leave me alone.
I would never let a man in charge of my kids. First and foremost, no man is good. If say I had my
Your
kid,
father,
my dad, my family, because I know they're not child predators. But like, if you know, like you go to daycare, if I show up to my kid's daycare and there's a man working there,
dude,
you're not working here.
I will say, it's interesting because it's not just men, it's women. Because I remember in high school, there was a person I went to high school with, and his mom ran like a childcare thing in her house.
Yeah.
And I think the drug is called tetrahydrozoline, the eye drops.
Okay.
And I forget what well, it was from a movie. You know what? I think it was Wedding Crashers, where they put eye drops in the drink, made him vomit. She must have got the fucking idea from one of these bullshit movies. But she was putting this shit in the kids' drinks.
For what purpose?
I don't know. Like to knock
Make
them
them
out,
sick?
Make them go to sleep or something. Anyway, she put too much. The one kid was hospitalized. She got arrested, went to jail.
Sure. She's in jail now? She got out by
she's
now.
probably out now. This was a couple years ago. This was like 2013.
Yeah, so
but I remember
out.
seeing it on the news, and then I felt bad because everyone in the school knew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Your mom's fucked.
Yeah, so I felt bad for him because it's like, yeah, she's a psychopath. Like,
yeah.
Why she's poisoning kids?
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
You know what I mean? Like
that's crazy.
But so yeah, I've seen women abuse.
No, women do it,
too.
and it's becoming, and now it's like more out there now.
Yeah.
But I think statistically speaking, the men are still doing the most.
For sure.
But you're right though, like, and it's becoming, and a lot of it's just like
same
unreported.
As Ghislaine, right? Like.
Yeah, exactly. She was doing all kinds of fucked up shit.
Yeah.
It's less reported though too, right? We know that. Like boys and men.
But I would agree. Like women are more.
Women Which is like,
better around kids.
and it's in their nature. They're nurturing, and
Yeah.
they have more of they want to protect children more so than men do, right?
Yeah, like I guess it's more like the men you want are like Count Olafs that aren't going to touch your kids. They're just going to work them to death.
Yeah,
Clean
that's
this,
right.
do
That's
this,
right.
fuck off.
That's right,
You know,
that's
from
right.
a series of unfortunate events. Don't worry, kid, son. Oh, I hate this guy. Yeah, he's gonna turn you into a man. You're gonna
That's
be
right.
fucking cleaning.
That's
You
right.
know, like
I would just
I
even-
would. I'm okay. Gonna put him to work. Fine, get him going.
as a
Humble him
man
bit.
yourself, wouldn't you just like put yourself in the shoes of like, okay, I'm gonna be, you know what, I'm gonna get into childcare.
No,
You probably never thought about doing that.
no.
I've never
This
thought
is
of
my
it.
whole thing. Why are there men teaching in schools anyway? Like and growing up, it was like, oh, I have a guy teacher. Dope.
Yeah, it's cool.
It was, but now I think that's weird. What's going on here?
Especially like maybe it's a little different in high school, but like the younger kids, maybe it's like, yeah, what's going? You know what I hate to say? Maybe the principal should be male, just because it's a good, strong authority figure, someone that can be
To punish.
for punishment, right?
Yeah,
Because
I agree.
I know like all the male principals I had, I was scared of,
Yeah.
but the female principals we had, like, it's a joke.
No, like I had a female principal, and I wasn't scared of her. I just thought she was a complete bitch. Like I was like, "Fuck this woman," you know.
Yeah.
Like but then it goes into what I was saying before with. See, this is try not to make it sound sexist.
It's
But-
okay. You can sound sexist.
but-
It's fine.
Women like women in these authoritative,
Yeah, yeah.
tough jobs.
Yeah, yeah.
They're you know, I'm not saying all of them, but typically most of them
Masculine.
are bitch right off the hop.
yeah.
You're not even doing anything wrong.
Confrontational, abrasive, masculine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, get out of here. So these female, because also, I don't know if vice principals are in charge of teachers or if it's just the principal, and then the vice principals are more in charge of the students.
Yeah.
And they help with enforcing
Yeah.
code of conduct and stuff.
I don't know.
And because there's department heads.
Yeah.
And then maybe they go to the principal rather than the vice principals,
Yeah.
and the vice principal is just, you know what I mean? I don't know how
I
it's
think the
split
vice
up.
principal is usually a teacher too. Like they're teaching
No,
classes.
not with
No?
mine.
Okay, I think that's how. Maybe because my school didn't have a large amount of kids. Like my school had like 150 kids. Say, like you don't really need to have like
Sure,
two.
I think mine almost had 1,000.
Yeah, so like in that case, you would want more people like at the top, like just to take the load of the kids. Like,
Yeah.
But I think the vice principal at my
Because
one grade-
that would make sense. So like punishment and stuff go to the vice principals.
Yeah.
And then the principal is more overseeing
sure
everything.
the whole umbrella of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's probably how it works.
Because in high school, when you got in trouble, you would never go to the principal's office.
No, but
go
my
to the
high school had.
But in
4
elementary, you would.
Yes, you go right to the. My high school had 4 principals, right? So one main principal
And
and 4
3,
vices,
yeah.
right? So you would go to that you had
vice.
that you would go to your vice principal,
Yeah.
or you had your counselors and you would go to your counselor,
Yeah.
and it was split up like 5 different counselors, 5 different principals, right?
Yeah.
And like, what were those principals doing when they weren't punishing kids? Like,
They were just like going around calling the teachers by their first name in front of you, you know?
just to rub it in that you couldn't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they would just like
Have a cup of coffee in their hand.
I'm like, what exactly do you do? I don't know, but
And they were making over 100K.
and then you come in getting shit. I got in shit a lot, actually. Come to think about it, like not doing anything crazy, just making decisions that I thought were funny at the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, like, I understand zero tolerance for fighting, but if someone attacks a student and then they fight back, I don't think
I know. And you would get in trouble.
they don't deserve to get
No.
punished.
And they would. Or
Now,
they,
if you both agreed to fight here at 3:00, then sure, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But if a kid just starts beating on a kid
Yeah.
or like bullying him and
I
he
know.
fights back, like,
Yep.
fuck,
And they both get in
you
trouble.
hang that guy out to dry.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I remember too. They were trying to there would be fights like after school. We would take them off the playground after school. It's 4:00 now. We're down over there.
Yeah.
Some kid would get his ass beat, come in with a black eye, and they would try and make it. The school would make it their problem.
Yeah.
Well, we did this on our own time under our parent. Now we're under our parents' guardianship again. We're not. The school is not
Yeah.
responsible for
No,
us.
I know.
And they would try and be like, "Oh, you're gonna get suspended, motherfucker! You can't suspend me for fighting on my own time."
Well,
Right?
like half the time was like, oh, go home. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
There's
It's
no
like-
real punishment.
There isn't. Like you're gonna send the kid home for a day, and
Yeah.
he's gonna be laughing. It's
Yeah.
actually the in-school suspension where you. Have
That's
to
torture.
Oh fuck! I'm sitting in the classroom, no talking.
They
I'm
didn't
just
really
like-
have that. I don't think when I was in grade school. In school suspensions, they would
Dude.
just. They didn't want the kids there. Like
Even
you're a
detention
troublemaker.
was just dumb.
You know what? I don't know if they really had detention when I was in school.
I think see this is where the schooling, where the students started to rebel a little bit, was Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah.
They're like, fuck, detention's fine.
Yeah, detention's sick, dude. Yo, how many of us can get a detention today?
Yeah, let's all go together.
Yeah. I think you know why they
That
didn't.
movie comes out, and the kids just
Like this is so much fun, and then
because before it was like, like Pink Floyd,
Hmm.
where the teacher just beat the shit
Yeah,
out,
yeah,
like
yeah.
bend him over, like Breakfast Club comes out, fuck you,
Fuck you.
you know, like.
you think about this, like for there to be detention, that means a teacher has to stay after their shift. They don't want to do that,
No.
right?
I would
They're
be
not getting
like,
paid
yeah,
extra.
Fuck that.
I would never sign up for that. I'd be the teacher that wouldn't do extracurriculars. I'm not coaching volleyball. I'm not doing detentions. I'm going home at 3:30 like the rest of these kids.
Yeah.
I'd be the worst teacher. Like, Dave, you got to get involved with the kids. Man, fuck them kids, you know? I'm trying to go home. I got to do all these mark all these tests tonight. Why would I stay another hour?
I know, because you're committed to their future.
That's why guys like us, we're not helpful people. We're just we're selfish, you know?
Well, and then it's like, well, actually that makes sense in university, but they get a bunch of TAs, right?
T's are doing half the work, brother.
I know.
You're just showing up and
Now, I mean, I would agree. Like, if you're lecturing 800 people, it would suck to mark 800 tests.
But so much Scantron.
But exactly, it's just fucking Scantron
Yeah.
now. Like you're not
Yeah.
even marking anything. It's all
Yeah.
digitalized. And then, like essays, they just run it through a computer, and
Yes.
it's
check the copyright,
Yeah.
it's plagiarism or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you hit these points, okay, no plagiarism, all right. Whatever they mark it, 80% or whatever.
But I guarantee these teachers have AI doing all their marking now.
Now here's the funny thing: kids are using AI to make the essays, and the teachers are marking them with AI, and it's just all nonsense now. Dude, like no one's learning and no one's teaching, and we got a bunch of people that don't even know what they're doing coming out of school.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's wild, man. I'm glad I'm not in school.
So am I. It's gone so downhill now.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's just like the poor children.
Yeah,
I do. It's because you went to Catholic school, right?
yeah.
You had to wear a uniform.
In high school, yeah. Not
That's
grade
all in
school.
Europe too.
Yeah,
But that's not just for Catholic. It's like all school.
yeah, yeah.
Which, see, here's the good thing about it. It makes you all like, you can't really pick on people about what they can afford or can't afford.
You would think, but you know what happens is they buy used, or they get it donated, or there's like they have one shirt for 4 years and it's stained and it's got holes. And
Really?
you know they're poor and they got shoes are fucked up. So you think that's what always the thing is, like everyone's equal. Yeah, but that kid came into grade 9 with a shirt that's off white. Like we would get St. Mary's shirts, they're white with a blue eagle, bright white. Like bright ass white. My mom would buy us new uniforms every year, every semester or whatever. The kids that would come into grade 9, where everyone else has brand new shirts, they would come in with like off white because it's
True.
been worn. They would get them donated.
Yeah.
So you still knew who was poor.
But what? Okay, so
I have a story.
but then they don't have to take the extra time to dress up and
Yeah,
look good.
that's true.
because they all look the
It's
fucking-
less competitive in that way for sure.
Yeah.
Because like you're not even you just wear, but you'd always wear your favorite T-shirt under the
True.
school. You know, I'd have an Anthrax T-shirt on, and as soon as you could, you take it off.
Yeah.
Right, and you Metallica.
What would happen if you like didn't wear it?
They would just say like we had the hall monitor Nazis.
Yeah.
And their main job was to be like, put your uniform on. Like, where's your shirt? It's in my bag. Well, put it on. Right.
Or what?
I don't know. I never had the consequence. I never have tested
You'd
it.
be
right?
like, fuck you. Like,
They would just say,
or like, what if it's like hot as fuck and you have to wear the stupid tie? Like, can you not like unbutton?
I didn't have ties and shit. We had golf shirts.
Oh, that's not bad.
Golf shirt with slacks, blue slacks.
Pants or shorts?
You could have shorts. I had shorts and pants. And like the girls didn't have skirts anymore at St. Mary's.
Oh,
They
see,
got rid of the
See,
skirts.
that's not too bad.
It wasn't terrible. I didn't hate it.
See, in like England and shit, it's full on.
It's the
ties.
full on.
It's
And they have
fucked.
the vests
the
and
blazer. Like, yeah, it's
too much, bro.
it's-
That's like
it's-
private school type
yeah.
of shit in Canada.
But
right?
they have to wear that. And it was actually funny because one year I went during the school year.
Yeah.
And I was young, but I was, I went on vacation. I went there, and I walked onto the school grounds, and they thought I was a fucking kid there.
Oh no.
And they were like, "What are you doing? Where's your uniform?" And I said, "I don't fucking go here." I said, "I'm from Canada, man. I'm just looking at the school." But they tried to give me
funny,
shit the
bro.
one
That's funny,
time
bro.
because I was out of uniform, because I looked like a young kid. I was like, "I am not from this country.
Yeah.
I'm just
Fuck
walking,
you.
I'm walking by. What are you gonna do to me?
Yeah.
Nothing. I'm not wearing your stupid thing."
Here's the one funny thing, just a story, an anecdote about the poor kids had crappier clothes, right?
Yeah.
There was this one kid, you knew he was poor in my gym class. He was poor, and somebody's shirt went missing, like a new shirt. My friend's shirt went missing.
Yeah.
Guess who got blamed? The
Poor
poor
kid.
kid.
Yeah.
And they went and told the principal or the gym teacher
Who took
that
it?
we don't know, but it wasn't him. We just
It
blamed
wasn't the
him.
poor kid.
They searched his bag and everything, like he didn't have it, and we just blamed him. Not me, but they just blamed him because he was
Yeah.
obviously poor. And it's like, he wants a new shirt. He's got the brown ones, his are all stained up, right? But we blamed him
You know
because
what?
it was too obvious.
What's
It was
funny is it doesn't matter how hard you try to combat bullying. You fucking kids
Yeah.
always kids just always find a loophole around it,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
use their imagination. It was
Oh, yeah.
fucking you bully little shit. Like,
Yo, speaking on the bully, we were talking about bullies get in trouble. The kid getting bullied will get in trouble too.
yeah,
Same gym class, grade 9. This kid, he was like, if it was now, he'd be a school shooter. Like he was
Okay.
like bullied to so badly, greasy hair, acne, right? Gym class, this other tall, strong, popular kid. Every day, the kid that was getting bullied had one of those Tetra Pak juices, like doll juices, in the cardboard containers. Just a juice.
what?
Like pineapple juice, and it comes in those cardboard containers.
Like Dole?
Dole. Like just a normal juice,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He would have that every day, and he would drink it
Okay,
for his day.
what's wrong with that?
And nothing's wrong with that. But the bully, would go because we had gym first period. Bully
Yeah.
would come, take the juice, chug his juice every day. So what did the kid who got bullied did? He emptied out the juice, most of it, and pissed in it.
No.
Then Monday, rolls in, gym club rolls around. Kid takes the juice, chugs his piss.
Good.
You know what got in trouble?
The kid.
The kid that was getting bullied got in trouble.
No way.
Yeah, bro. That kid didn't even get in trouble.
What? So the bully told on him?
He spit out the piss, and the gym teacher was like in the locker room or whatever, and it's like, what the hell's going on? He just made me drink his piss. But like, you stole the drink. No one made you drink the drink. And
Were you there?
Yeah, it was my gym class.
Did you not say, well, you deserve it, you fuck?
It was like, it was
You're a
just like,
thief.
holy fuck. No, because it was like,
You're a
holy
goddamn
fuck.
thief.
But yeah, I know. But it just happens. The teacher's like, you two out. You know?
Honestly, I think that's justice right
It's
there.
100% justice. But the kid got suspended.
No way.
Crazy, right? But yeah. Anyways, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up. We did a quick hour, and honestly, it flowed really good. A good first episode
that was
back
good.
into it. This is episode number 42. Guys, go check out our TikToks and our social medias. It's at Raised by Comedy. Devin and Rona over there. I mean, all kinds of their content. So go check that out. And like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz for us. Until next time, guys, I'm Davey on everything.
Later, guys.
We'll take it easy.